Morning. It's noontime. Hello.
Hello, Professor Chow. This
Yeah.
is
Good
Bert
morning.
Burka.
How are you?
Sorry, I'm good. How you doing? My name is kind of different on Zoom, so don't get
Yeah,
fooled
it's
by it.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had two questions. For the final project, I know you gave us like three examples to do. Can it really be anything that uses a Python tool, or does it have to be those three examples?
No, 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 no. As I say, it's an open project. Open project means that whatever you want to do, as long as it is related to programming language.
Oh, so like
Okay.
you know how like we use like NumPy and Matplotlib and stuff like that. Can I
Tool
use?
tool can be used. Tool, whatever tool you can use. You think that tool help you, you can use it. Python cannot be used. Let me actually make it more clear that okay, that's assume that there's a student, he decided to design a language called monkey language. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, and this monkey language actually just do this. Okay, just do the following thing. So monkey trying to learn the arithmetic. So he just do one thing that actually 3 + 5. Okay, and then
Okay.
he return, and then because he installed a Python, so basically a different chart will show me that actually okay, originally they are 3 banana adding with 5 banana, and then creating a banana.
So like, is a calculator kind of like a good like example for one?
Okay, even some project like this, as long as there is a translation, is acceptable. Simple as this is acceptable.
So like, what you did was sort of like a calculator. If we use like NumPy or whatever and make it into like a
Keyboard, I
Python.
don't I don't emphasize I don't emphasize on the what on the calculator or numbers. Translation. This programming language that we are trying to learn, the key idea we try to learn is learn some how to design the interpreter, how you do interpretation. So for example, this monkey language only do one operator, it's called plus. And then he actually showed me how the monkey do plus. That's acceptable. But given any number, say, if I do 2 + 7, he will also show it correctly. Then that's a acceptable project. That's a very, I mean, maybe the simplest language you can find. So from here, actually, it's a new language. So actually, creativity will be measured. Okay, I don't emphasize on the difficulty, but you need to be creative, need to be whatever technical. If you try very technical, that's also okay. Okay, also okay. But I mean, some simple language list is acceptable. Let me pick another example. Say, okay, say someone who actually write a language like this. Okay, just like I love you, right?
Right.
So this one is a subject, verb, object, right?
Right.
And then this one translate to this one just translate to, I'm sorry. Okay. And this actually is you love in Japanese. Okay.
Oh, so like
So this
change it
is
to
also a translation. That's also a step. Is that okay?
right. So like, can we actually do this in like, because I use idle and like it uses like one Python file. Is that fine with it or?
Oh, fine. As long as you do some translation, it's fine.
Okay. All right. And like, could it be
So
like,
whatever. Another one actually polynomial. Pick polynomial as an example, right? polynomial as an example. You actually say you decided to do this. You actually give me the coefficient, right? Coefficients.
Right.
Give me like 2, 1, 3. Okay, and this one means a 3x squared plus 1x plus 1. Okay, let's assume this is y equal this one, right?
Okay.
And then this one, you get the input like this, okay? Translate to a certain numerical chart. Okay.
And that could be with like matplotlib, right?
Yeah, that's acceptable.
Okay. Like, yeah, I think the
translation,
yeah, like,
but you need to be complete. You need to actually tell people what translation you have made.
right. You can make like comments and like let them know.
Yeah.
Also, I just had a last minute question for the homework that's due on week 8. I was looking at some of the examples, like we use Lambda. Is there like an example, like a specific example we could like look at that sort of helps out with it?
Lambda, week 8. One moment, okay?
Are you talking about the sorting, or you're just talking about the sorting, or the inner when you start making an inner function for the
kind of both of them? Like I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I'm gonna do it like as soon as Tuesday hits. It's just that I'm just confused on how to like start it.
You're
talking about the second one. The sorting one is, I think, okay, I explained it already, right? Sorting one, I think I explained it. Second one, this one, I think in the chapter, actually lecture 7 or 8, you watch the video, they are there.
Right, so the sorting,
so the sorting is there too.
Sorting last week, I believe.
I think you did that also. The sorting, you use the lambda and the sort inside of there.
Yeah.
I can help you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look at it possibly like Tuesday. I was just like confused at like how to start it, but yeah, that and then the last question I have, I'm sorry, I gotta get going soon anyway. For the last homework, which is on week, I believe 14 or 16.
I think
you know how like
I think it's actually 16.
Oh, 16?
16, yeah. Even number, I have the assignment.
Oh, for the homework, do we have to install like something like for like matplotlib? Like, is that something we have to import into our Java, into our Python, or?
Wait. Not that's one. No, that's one actually is just a programming assignment. This one is a simple Q&A session. So this is not. I think you are talking about maybe 14.
No, I think 16 is the one where it's the computer science, like it's the like the AI talking to you. Like, do you have to import something? Because I heard that you have to like import something.
No, not needed. Not needed. It just not needed. Do as much as you can. You write your own program to detect word and provide results.
And this can be done like in like one Python file. Do we have to like import files?
Yeah, you can import. I assume maybe you need to import, but up to you actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just see what I can get done. I just wanted to get like a basic idea of the project, because you said that sorting, I guess, is just too easy, so we just have to like do something else. But like, is a calculator that does like polynomials like a decent like idea?
Yeah, I would say okay.
Yeah.
So basically, let me summarize a little bit. Whatever you talk about, whatever the week A homework, week A homework, the problem one, the sorting one, I think last week we discussed it already. So please just look at the last week's office hour. You should have that. And then the second problem, this functional curving higher order function. This one, this one in lecture 7 or 8, I also have it. So this one is okay. You just watch the video, you should get it.
Oh, just look at lecture 7 and 8.
Yeah. This one, I think last week I did discuss it already. We discussed it already. And second one, actually just lecture 7 or 8. Okay.
Now the second one, the question I had with that, I know it is in the video because I did watched the video and you did do multiple examples, but I was kind of, and I got to go back to the video because I didn't know that you can call it that many times, like, because it's the add function and you're in the add function, you're adding in multiple. That's very unique that we can, and okay, so what am I saying? So are we able to do this with any type of function? Is that what you're saying? And
Yeah, any type of function
once?
any kind of function can do it. That's the key point that I want you to work on this one. Let me show you an example, okay? This one is called function generating function, right? So you have the function factory or something that you want to create. So let's actually try one more time. This one actually, here, let's actually, let me do this, okay, Window R. Bring up my, I'll bring up my Visual Studio Code, okay, a moment. And that's the part that you need to learn, is functional programming. That you do not learn it from Java. Java, I mean, not easy to do this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So number one, the idea is that you can return a function. That's a key. And after you return a function, what's the thing that you can do here, okay? So right here, actually, key point number one. Here, let's do actually a function, fun1, okay, fun1. Here, let's do this one. So here, number one is that you have a function, okay? You have some functions called make function, okay? Make function. So this make function eventually will return certain function, right? Certain function. So a G function, okay? So you will actually get a function F function, okay? You get a, I'm sorry, you get some parameter, okay? And you will use that to make a function. So this function, actually, I'm sorry, you will return, here you will define a function, okay? Let's assume that this is define a function, and this one will return something, okay, return 1, okay, let's assume this, here we have a function, this one, okay? So here I make a function, this one is actually X, okay, and I'll return X. Some functions are so simple, okay, so simple.
Right.
So right here, you have internal function called G function. This G function is like, you will actually return X. Let's assume that here I have a function that's outside. So I have a function like H function. Okay, this one will actually return 1. So this is outside function. So I run H function and print it. Okay, so print this H function. So far I defined a few functions, but I never run it. Only this one I run it, right? So this one's the only one that I run it and I save and run it. So basically, this one when we run, it is only run the H function and print the result of H function and get out, right? So this one we get 1, not surprising, no surprise. So this one is okay. Now here I have this make function X, okay, and this function G function will return X, okay. So and my make function will return G function, okay. So let's look at this one. So this one here, I say my mystery function. My mystery function is make function of 3. Okay. My mystery function is actually make function of 3. Okay. So basically I pass a 3 to here, right? So this G function that will return will become G and return 3 function. So this mystery function will get a return value. The return value actually is this G function. So basically mystery is a G function that returns 3. So here, when I do print mystery function, then I will get 3. Does that make sense?
It does, but I'm still kind of
So let's actually look at the relationship here. You have make function. You have make function. So this make function is a function. Input is X. Output is G function, and that G function will return 3.
Gotcha, because G function is returning X. Got it.
Okay, and then your mystery function mystery is available. So this mystery not available would be this G function return 3 function is actually assigned to it because you kind of return that G function to it. Now it's actually a G function return 3. So when you run this mystery function, and actually it will actually return 3. So we print it, we got 3.
So when you're calling that function and you're putting in the arguments consecutively 3 to 4 times, all it's going to do is when I do the inner add function, all it's going to do is continue to add the number, because I would think it's rerunning the function over again versus adding it. So that's why
this one actually say we have add 1. So this one actually add 1 and 2, right? So basically this would return a certain G function that has some value 1 over there. When you actually, so G with a value 1 over there, and this G with value 1 over there, you call it 2, that will become G with 1 plus 2 over there, and you continue to call, that's the function you return.
Okay, because it reminds me of the filter function, except for the filter actually multiplies versus add. So, okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Let me try another one, okay? Don't use a plus. So that's actually, let's say, make the define function, okay? So that's actually put this one go make multiply, okay? So make multiply, it will actually, the result of this function will be define a G function, okay? And that will take another value called Y, okay? And this function, eventually we will return it. So we will return G function to other people, okay? So right here, this one will return, actually make multiply, okay? Here actually Y, okay? And here you will X will times this. I'm sorry, here actually you should, let me see. You return a function, right? This one actually, let's see. You return a value, So that G function will return a value. And you actually get a G function. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. So here let's actually do multiply. So multiply, that's actually mul function. So mul function actually is make multiply of 1. Okay. So we have a function for multiply of 1. So here you actually put a 1 there, you actually will be 1 multiply Y. So this now this function equivalent function of G and actually take Y, okay, and it will actually return 1 times make multiply Y, okay. So let's see here, actually, I should actually do this. I continue to actually make another multiplier that actually doing this, okay? So let's actually do this, okay? I will actually get a function that will multiply them together. Okay, I call a function that actually do this. So this one will get another function, okay? The result of this will get another function, okay? So right here, I'll print, here I'll print x times y, okay? Each time here, I'll print x times y. So that's assume that we actually do, let's actually just do, this is too long, okay? Let's literally just do multi, okay? Let's actually comment on this one, okay? So how about this one? Let's do multi of 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get this one. Okay. So actually we get 2 and 6. 2 and 6 because the first time I actually is multi of 1. Multi of 1 will return a function that with g, okay, with a g, and that g actually will do what? Will do when the g function, okay. Multi of 1 will return a function that actually has a g function. G function has an x of 1, but you will take another value y, okay, and then that's the function I get. Okay, so this is why I put a 2 over there. So put a 2 over there, any y come here, it will be 1 times 2 will be printed. That will be 2. Okay, and that will actually return another multiply function. Okay, that multiply function will become what? You return another g function, and that g function now with g function 2, and then that take another parameter 3 over there, and that will actually return a g function that actually will actually multiply with 6. Okay, and in the middle we print out the result. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the idea of currying and trying to generating a function, okay, in a chain rule way. Okay. Okay, this one I see. Any other question? How about Joseph? Any other question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I had a quick question, and it was still based off of this. So essentially we do some sort of variation of this for our part 2 then of our lecture 8 or homework 8.
2, yeah.
Okay.
8.2, yes.
Okay, and then I guess my question is, so I see.
So before you do that, you better watch the lecture 8, the recursive. Right. We actually do introduce the idea of this.
Right, I was watching that. My issue always just came from the fact of it wasn't letting me do less than or more than 2 numbers, but after seeing just this quick example again, it's working now. I guess
basically the idea is that you must learn how you input function, output another function, or you actually input a value but output a function. Or actually, these are what we want to learn, right? Because in the past, we just learned a function that purely input some value, output some value.
Mm-hmm.
But functional programming means that it's not only that, you can actually have a quadrant, right? Your input can be a value or function. Your output can also be value or function, right?
Okay.
That's the key. You need to learn functional programming. You must change your idea. That's a new programming paradigm. Just like you learn a scheme or Lisp, you are doing this process, and you should not stick with variable. You should stick with list instead of using variable. You do logical programming in Prolog, you should just use logic rule. You cannot say I like for loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a new paradigm. You have to stick with it. That's why we want you to practice a lot of this in the programming paradigm using functional programming. And the functional programming later, when we do AI, when we do the translation, we need that a lot. That's what we emphasize this in here.
Right.
Got it? Yeah.
Yep.
So must learn this. Yeah.
Okay. And then in terms of our output, do you only want it to be the last number, or do you care if you see it printing over and over again until it gets to the last number, I guess?
Do I care return value or print? Print is okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can use a global variable to assign to it. Actually, that's okay.
Okay.
So Z actually is a global variable. Z actually is a global variable. You can use a global variable to collect it. So basically, it's okay that you actually here instead of using print, you get a z equals x times y. That's actually, you can put the result over there, and you kind of set z to 0 whenever you do it, and g will collect the data. Is that okay?
Got it. Yep.
That's
Perfect.
a technique. That's a technique. That's a technique you can use. Okay, that's a technique you can use. In terms of the proposal, I would say, I don't know what happened, but recent year, a lot of schools do not use the proposal as a part of the project or something. But proposal is very simple, okay? It's very simple. It doesn't mean that you just write one page, okay? But proposal by itself, proposal, why you write proposal? Proposal, you have a business proposal. You have project proposal. So you propose something, and then your boss, maybe your investor, maybe your manager, will give you money or resource to do it. So the key point is that your proposal must work, right? Must work, must actually win the boss heart, and he's willing to give you money to do it, right? Same thing here. Same thing here. We want you to work on a term project proposal. So you must write out your idea and how you're going to do it, your deliverable. So idea, what's the idea? What's the key idea that I'm doing? Okay. So I'm going to design a language called monkey language. Help monkey to count the number of banana. Okay, that's actually my language. So that's the idea. And what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to design that language, including the grammar rule, including the production rule, including the symbol set, including the regular expression related to it. Okay, and then the output I want it to generate a banana. Okay, in using the Pygame to do it. Okay, so the tool is Pygame, Python, and the language is monkey language. Okay, and the environment, I'm going to use a PC to do it. So those are kind of installation and tool package that I would need. Your tool, your material that you want to have. Okay, you write it down, and then finally your deliverable. So at the end of the project, I need to actually provide you a program that can accept text as input. Output will be the banana chart. And then I'm going to also make a video and regarding what is my monkey language. Is that okay? So,
awesome.
so business proposal need to be complete. So you propose this one to your boss, your manager, your investor, and he is willing to approve it and give you money. Okay, as I said, at the end, you write this a proposal, right? You write this a proposal, but after 2 weeks of execution, trying to do this a proposal, and then you decided that this one is not like what that I really want to do. I change it to another project. That's okay. I do not need you to redo the proposal. Proposal by itself is a presentation of idea, and that would be graded by itself. So 100 point there. Okay, go. Let's go. We actually will not come back. So this one actually your final term project, you can change the idea, and your term project. So I don't like banana project language, so I change it to strawberry language. That's okay. Just do whatever strawberry language you need to have, and do final presentation in strawberry language. That is actually okay. That can be separate, I would say. Yeah, okay. Can be separate.
Sounds good.
As long as it's complete, I'm okay. So presentation of idea is that, okay, I got this idea. I want to do this. I need this resource. I will use this tool. Okay. And then here are the website that I referred, right? And then here, this will be the deliverable I will do. I go, okay, I'm going to make a super robot. Okay, whatever that you claim. And your claim, that means that eventually your term project, you are able to do it. Some people overclaim it, right? So you change your goal, reduce your goal, you actually put a few constraints on it, it's okay. We look at your final perm project to grade on it. So that's a separate issue. Is that okay? But do not do this, okay? Do not do this, okay? Writing a proposal, okay? And here I say just I'm going to design a calculator, period. And this submit this as a proposal. That's not acceptable, okay?
Okay.
This is not acceptable. Do you like to see something like this? And then what's the purpose of doing this proposal? I'm going to design a calculator. That's it. Right? Is this a proposal? I cannot read it. So what? So what's the idea? Why is the tool you are going to use? What is the deliverable? Okay, I see the deliverable is a calculator. Right? But we can you boss or your manager or your virtual capital VC would give you money, but you just write one line? Maybe not, right? Maybe not. Is okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So try to be as complete as possible. My expectation may be 2, 3 to 5 pages, okay? I don't need you to write 50-page proposal. That's actually too much. Is okay? But 1 page or 1 sentence, I think that's way too short. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's enough to write down your idea, unless that you really don't spend time to think about it. Okay, I just have that clear.
Yes.
Okay, so that's about plan project. As a topic, I keep it as open. Okay, I don't want. Okay, in the past, actually, past few years, I do just write down candidate 1, 2, 3. Number 1, design. You actually design an interpreter. Okay. Number 2, actually the single instruction set assembler. Number 3, sorting, file sorting algorithm. So the whole class choose number 3 because it's easy, and they actually change file sorting to 1 sorting. So what? So it loses the purpose of doing the programming language course. So I move this one to project 1 now, instead of doing this one in term project. Right? Because everyone do the same thing like that, okay? Just I need them to compare 5 sorting, and everybody just write 1 sorting and then submit it. So what? I cannot give them 0. I still give them A anyway. So that actually become ridiculous. It's not the result you want to see. The student after 1 semester of programming language course, just writing some sorting in certain language. You know what I'm saying? Originally, we want people to learn different languages. So I require that no C, no C++, no Java, no Python, no JavaScript. But students say, hey, I don't know other language. The purpose is I force them to learn a new language, but eventually they just submit Python, Java, and then 1 sorting. So that project lose the purpose of serving as a term project. So I kind of kick this one out from term project. Is that okay? Okay. Any more question? Joseph, is that enough?
Yeah, no, you answered my questions perfectly. And I actually had some questions on the term project, but you just answered them all right there. So thank you. Yeah,
no problem. You're welcome. Okay. And also, if you want to reach me earlier, do not send to Louis' email account, because I may not read it daily because I'm not full-time with Louis. You know what I'm saying? So a better way to reach me always still be you send it to my Gmail account. Okay. A better way to reach me is still always send to here. 510 is my area code. Okay. So E is my area. So 510 is my area code. So always send to this one or Facebook me. My Facebook account is facebook.com and / Dr. Eric Chow. Okay, you message me. I kind of 24 hours on this okay. But Louis from time to time, I maybe Louis 1 day, 2 day, maybe 3, 4 days, even 1 week is possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not checking it every day. It's an extra email. Is that okay? And every time I need to be honest, sometime in the summer I never check it for a long time because I need to open the Louis account and log in and then check the email. It actually take a while. And then my email usually doesn't come from here. You know what I'm saying? So I do not check it every day. But if you want to actually reach me and then you just send to my Facebook, that would be easier. Okay, my Facebook will be easier. Yeah. And any more questions?
Yeah, actually, one more question on the term project. Because I'm still thinking about some different things I want to do. Would we be able to, with programming language tools, obviously, do some sort of Raspberry Pi project as well, or no?
Up to you.
Okay.
Key point is translation. Key point is what you learn from this course. We are doing programming language, right? So your topic must be related to programming language. We talk about many things. We talk about programming paradigm. We talk about the lexical tokenization. We talk about the parser. We talk about a lot of things. Your topic, no matter what you do, must be related to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Key point is do not borrow the project from different projects. Say you have the CS 2000 and then you use that project to here. That doesn't work, okay? We don't encourage that. Okay, don't borrow project from different course or different project. Try to do some authentic work, okay? New start and then focus on programming language. Key is like, what do you learn from this course? Okay. What after this course and before this course, do you have more language, know more about programming language? Or to you, this programming language course is just like I need that to graduate. So a lot of students, maybe 80% of students saying, why are you taking this course? And then they say, oh, because the Louis University required me to take this course to graduate. So I take it. Right? That's a normal. A lot of students come to this course because of that. Okay. And what do you really learn here? Okay, I learned actually original know Java, but now I know Python. Okay, that's possible. That's possible. The outcome of the course just do this. Okay, but that's not the purpose. We try to teach programming language. The purpose that we teach programming language is that you are able to design a new language. And use that as core of computation, okay, and solve problem. That's why programming language is always the key course in computer science. Even graduate school, when they do screening exam or qualification exam, they require a student to learn programming. Why this is so important? Why design a language is so important? That's assume that you are trying to do research and you would try to beat Google, right? So Google here, you allow people to put something and do searching. So this one actually is a Q&A. You actually put a question and you respond to it. So between this Q&A, you actually analyze the sentence and then provide a base web page searching result. So that actually is an example of translation, right? That actually is an example of translation. Okay, So you take that language and you try to actually do translation. So maybe the step one, you go to your cache to see if that already been searched, and you from the cache, you provide some top search result, right? That's actually cache result that you can check. Number two, you may actually analyze the semantical meaning and find the related page. So there are certain algorithm you would do to help people to find the search result. Okay, and Google win over AltaVista or win over Yahoo search engine because they provide more related information. So eventually people decided to use Google search engine. But there are tons of search engine on earth trying to compete with them. So design this language well and try to find the best web page. Actually, is a core business for Google. And that translation scheme is actually their business. Is okay? The core business is on there. Okay? So that's the purpose you want to learn this course programming language, is to design a language, put that into use. So let's pick AI as an example. AI, you actually have a robot, okay? You have a robot. Okay, whatever robot. You have robot, okay? And this robot need actually, you try to say something, right? So he hears something and process, and he try to respond, right? So that's actually is a language design problem. Some sort of acoustic signal. You do pattern recognition and translate into language. How are you? Right? Actually, may I help you? Right? That's the response. And this sort of thing is AI, is language translation, is programming language core. Is okay?
Yep.
That's why you want to learn this course. Otherwise, why? You finish your C language programming, C++ language programming, Python programming, data structure, algorithm. That's it. I can graduate. Bye-bye. I graduate from college, right? And why do you need the programming language or even take the compiler course? That's because that translation is the most complicated task that the software may do, right? Translation is the most complicated. So every AI course start with language translation, natural language translation. So AI usually talk about the natural language processing, computer vision.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So computer vision is from your image translate to feature, right? A, writing A, and you need to classify as A later, right? So some people write this. You also say it's actually an A, right? Some people write this one. No, that's alpha. That's not A. I mean, you have to do classification, right? That's also another problem for translation. Is that okay? So here we focus on the text-to-text translation, but the whole core can be expanded to other application field. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Any more questions? As for the topic, there's no limitation. Okay, you like to design a monkey language, I'm okay. But you must show me the completeness. Okay. It's an idea, more of the creative project instead of okay. I don't need you to say, give me the most complicated C++ compiler. No, I'm not trying to give you the topic like that. That's actually an engineering work, right? You just mimic what people do. That's engineering work. we try you to be focused on the creative side, creativity, focus on those side, not the engineering side. Engineering side means that I just try super hard to design the most difficult language translation that exists already. Okay, that's learning some programming skill, but that's not really the creative project. Creative projects that maybe this idea later, 10 years later, it become a company, right? It become a company. Just as I said, Google originally is there because people need to search for the website in an efficient way. Originally, Yahoo has their own search engine, but they decided that the Google team give them the better search engine. So Yahoo use Google as their search engine. And later, for a couple of years, Google decided that I may not need Yahoo. So they set up their own business and use the Google search website only. Okay, and Yahoo lose it, and kind of nobody use Yahoo later, right? Something
Tell
like
me,
that.
say that again. Say that again, please.
Originally, Yahoo used Google search engine.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. So
And
when
later-
you were
later-
used, they were using Google.
Yeah,
Wow.
And later, Google decided to have their own web page. And then Yahoo say, okay, they cut the business from Yahoo. And eventually Yahoo actually go down. Nobody use it. And Google become a bigger company. Originally, Yahoo is much, much bigger. Yahoo was much, much bigger. You know what I'm saying? So design the core business well is very important. Okay. Only that search engine makes so much difference. Okay.
I still go back and use Yahoo every now and then. It's amazing.
Yahoo now is different web page or different website now. It's actually like a grocery web page, right? So Yahoo is famous for what? Yahoo website is famous for, let's actually look at Yahoo. Yahoo web page is famous for being rich. So Yahoo website originally actually is like everything. Okay, now it's actually greatly simplified. So in the past, Yahoo web page is famous for here we have news, here we have sports, here we have weather, here we have finance, here we have whatever cook food, whatever. So they actually have a lot of things on one page. Yahoo used to be like that. Okay, and you look at the Google page, it's totally in the opposite side. It's just one bar. Okay, initially not even this, none of this. It's just one bar, search something. And that's totally different philosophy. And Yahoo it used to be, I have everything, weather, whatever, a lot of things. And people need to find where they are. Just, okay, weather here. That's actually look at with, okay, scoreboard here. I'm inside. That's actually the way they do it. And here, Google is like, okay, just search it. You know what I'm saying? Is that okay? So that's the design of website. And originally Yahoo is using Google's search engine. And there's another website search engine called Alta Vista. Okay, there was a Alta Vista search engine still here. You know what I'm saying? Wait, and later Yahoo used it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Later, after Yahoo give up Google,
Oh gosh.
and then they acquire Alta Vista. Okay. Business world is changing every day, but your core competence, core value, and that's why we want you to learn programming language pragmatics. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This word means mechanism. What is the mechanism that make the programming language work?
Right. That's so huge, right?
And the topic actually is the so-called structure and the interpretation of computer programming. Okay, computer programs. how you actually translate the computer program or natural languages. That's a core topic that this language trying to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then our term project, keep it open because I want you to find your own domain of interest. Okay. Try your own domain of interest and then try to design your own language. Whichever language you can come out with, that's actually okay. That's actually okay. Is okay? That actually is okay. So that actually is okay. For example, actually, some people may do this. Okay, let's assume that a student has a very busy schedule, right? And then actually he has the courses CS 71, CS 82, CS 94. And then actually they are Monday, Wednesday, okay, 9 a.m., whatever. This sort of information and put it into a schedule. And that schedule can put it onto the Google Calendar. Even such a problem, it can be related to programming language. Why? Because you input this kind of information, you kind of make them compatible and kind of providing the schedule. That's the output. Is that okay?
Yes.
That can also be a problem of this. And this is a scheduling problem. Okay, that actually also acceptable. Okay. Any more question?
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem. You are welcome. Okay, if no question, I'll just be here for another 5 minutes, okay?
Okay. Well, thank you, Doctor. And hi, Serena. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah, you have a good day. Bye now.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.